What's going on, people? Welcome back to the channel. I'm Just United, here with myself, Gov, and my boy Khalid.
Yo, what's going on, my people? Thank you for having me, my bro.
United fans, don't we just love it? Manchester derby, a madness from Amad. I can't wait to get into this review.
Tears from City. It's what we like. Bro,
Definitely, 100%.
that game, oh my God. All I can say is I was screaming at my TV the whole time.
Honestly, I swear, it was crazy game.
It reminds me of the old United, man. Plus the Fergie time. Even better, man. Even better.
I know, no better way to win it than in Fergie time. And you know what? That feeling, you can't beat it because you'd rather win a game like that last minute, limbs everywhere, fans going crazy. It's just the best feeling in the world when you win a game like that.
Especially away. The energy, all I can say is the energy is crazy. We know how crazy it is already in Old Trafford, but can you imagine? Away from home, last couple of minutes. Oh, bro, all I can say is it's been a long time since I've been that happy with
I know. I think
Yeah.
we played something like 15 games and we hadn't won against a team in the traditional top six.
Yeah.
And you know what? It's great. It's such a great feeling, especially to do it in a Manchester derby as well.
Oh, 100%. Anything to make Pep cry. We got to, man. We got to.
But I want to be straight. Obviously, we made it 8 losses in 11 games for Man City. Yes, they ain't in the best form, but neither are we. We got a new manager coming. He's going to, adapt the team to the way he wants to play. And the players are going to adapt to the way he wants to play as well.
That's it.
And
although I will say this, although we haven't had that much time with Amorim though, let's be real. We've had a little bit of time, yeah. So I feel like we're still getting into our groove. So I do feel like there's a lot to come. But this was one of those things that excites you. Everything, bro.
And it was just in the game. I don't think there was a point, bar from when we went down 1-0. I think we were quite in control of the game as well.
Oh,
and
100%.
It's partially to blame because City are poor, but because we made sure that they didn't get a good foothold in the game to begin with.
Oh, 100%. I feel like from the beginning, this is what I mean about Amorim's tactics. From the beginning, I feel like the way he had positioned our players, they were blocked off. They found it hard to attack. And we just had more counters. And the way we were defending and actually playing as one, that's what we want. We want to see the passes. We want to see the passion. And that's what we saw in that game. So
obviously, we controlled the game very well, I think, for the majority of the first half. And then, we go and concede from a corner, another set piece.
Bro, do you know how tired I am of seeing us concede? We conceded to Corner FC last time.
I know, Stoke City.
Oh my God. And then now we score that. As soon as that went in, I was fuming. Imagine, I was on the train, couldn't even enjoy the rest of my journey because of that. But all I'm saying is when that went in, I was just hoping we would reply straight away. And, we played good after that. I still think we didn't back down. We still continued to hold strong. It's harsh to concede a goal early. Usually we concede it earlier. I'll be honest. We have conceded
against
earlier
City
goals recently.
And that's one thing as well. I think if we were playing for Ten Hag, I think they probably would have conceded early. We probably would have been out of that game by half time. I'll be honest.
But that shows the change. You can see that. And although we were 1-0 down, I don't know why, I was calm. Usually I'll be screaming at my TV, but I was calm.
Yeah.
I was like, we got this. Amorim's on it. But yeah, man, what can I say?
And then obviously we had a little incident in the game, penalty incident. Do you think it was a penalty?
100%. 100%. The thing is, let's be real. The way Højlund plays, the way he controls the ball, I do think that it's hold-up play. So there's always going to be someone that's going to try and pull him off and push him off. And he was in the position to get a penalty. Yeah. Let's be real. Majority of attack, sometimes you want to go down so that you can get the penalty.
Yeah.
But I do think that there was some contact. there's been a lot that has gone against us this season for very little contact, especially in that West Ham game. Do you remember that?
No,
ridiculous,
I agree.
Ridiculous. There was no contact at all, but then we ended up losing the game because of that. So,
I think if he didn't get any contact, or if Diaz got the ball, I'd say fair enough. Do you know what? He probably did go down a bit soft, but if you get the contact and the opposition player hasn't made any contact with the ball as well, then the attacking player has every right to go down in that position. And the first time I saw it, I was like, oh, maybe it's not. But then I saw a different angle. And, from the way that he comes and he fully wraps his leg round. And considering last season, when we were playing under Ten Hag, they got a penalty from Højlund holding on to Rodri like this. And the smallest amount of contact, and that was given as a penalty. So I don't see why this shouldn't be a penalty in that, in the same sense that, there was contact made.
Yeah, you're stopping someone off the ball. They're in attack and they're in a great position to score. VAR is very inconsistent, as we know. It's not even like they'll give a penalty whenever they think. At this point, they're making stuff up, man. Let's be real.
So that was his first half. And then, obviously, move on a little bit, take it to the second half. And then we have this incident here with Højlund and Kyle Walker. Honestly, Højlund already came at him on Insta after the game. But what do you think of that? Like, honestly, come on.
Nothing. As Roy Keane said, come on, no contact. I feel like Walker should feel embarrassed at that. Let's be real. He is a strong, pacey player. We think that he just went down. I just feel like he went down because he knew that they weren't playing as well. So he needed something in that moment, so he was clutching at straws. Højlund did, and
he definitely went down. So it was like, get him sent off sort of thing.
Definitely.
100%.
He was 100% doing that as a wind-up because it's okay to feel passionate in the game, especially in that moment. You both want to go for the ball. You both want to, you're both really tense in that moment. But there was no contact. There was no headbutt. There was nothing. There was nothing there. So I just feel like it wasn't... I feel like he was just... Yeah, he was reaching, for real.
Definitely reaching. And then obviously Bruno gets the penalty. I do not think, that we didn't deserve it because we were doing quite well in the game.
Of course.
But it was just crazy from Matheus Nunes. I was like, what is this guy doing? Like, he's literally, Amad's in the box and you can see he just waited for the contact to come in. And you know what? He's just took him clean out. And I'm just like, you can't do that.
Bro, that was wrestling. That wasn't even football.
Amad could have done anything in that moment. He didn't need to do that. Yeah. But I'm glad he did because, from that moment that we scored the goal, the momentum in the game just completely changed.
Oh, energy, bro. Energy. These are the type of things we like to see. We saw the passion. We didn't even think that. Honestly, I wasn't sure what to expect after that. I was like, okay, we've got the draw. I'll be real. I was happy. Yeah. But even better. Honestly, even better. Like the energy from all the players, the fact that they knew that was their chance to capitalize on that equalizer was even more crazy.
Yeah, 100%. And you know what? I think Amad in that game, I've got to say, he was just class. Everything that he was doing, he was positive in, he was moving forward every single time he got the ball. He wasn't trying to, with this new system, Amorim wants to, play through midfield a little bit, play with the ball in defence a little bit, then build up slowly. But Amad just wasn't having any of it. He was just positive every single time.
He's amazing. And we know how he loves to fight for the ball. We know how we've seen some of those goals from the wing, and his pace as well. All I can say is I'm just really happy with the team performance as a whole. But Bruno put in the performance of what a skipper should be like. You can see his influence on Amad. You can already see how... And
then obviously he missed that chance just before the penalty as well.
Exactly.
And, you got to have the confidence to step up and say, okay, because he practically missed an open net.
Very close, but yeah.
I was screwing, I'll be honest, I was screwing.
We know he's finishing that.
Exactly.
We know he should be finishing that, yeah.
To have the confidence to step up and take the penalty, and after that, it was class.
Magic, man. We know... The thing is, let's be real. magic. Bruno is that playmaker there. He was the one making all the great passes. You see Amad. But one thing I will say is there was a shift from everybody. Everybody was running around the pitch. Maguire put in a hell of a
shout. I was just about to say that. Shout out to Harry Maguire, because you know what? As much as we as fans give him stick, and you know sometimes he deserves it. He comes back, and you know he plays like nothing like that's happened. And you know other players who I want to talk about a little bit as well now. Garnacho, Marcus Rashford, whatever they're doing with this new manager coming in. Under Ten Hag, okay, you were doing it, that's fine. Going out clubbing like Marcus Rashford, for example. That's fine. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, you've done it under the previous manager. A new manager has come in. You can't be doing that. You just can't be doing it. I get that it's around Christmas time and, you know, his friends or his family might be saying, go out. But when you got such a big game like the Manchester Derby, you can't be going out clubbing or going out to bars and anything to be a detriment to the team that's going to affect your performance. You can't do it. You just can't do it.
And to bank on that point, you're right. Look, new manager, new expectations. He's not going to think the same way. Amarim's not going to think the same way Erik Ten Hag was. Let's be real.
And it's not even Amarim, it's the new owners as well, because if they see last season under Ten Hag and then start this season, he hasn't been on form, then, you know, you can see that they're not going to be waiting around for anybody to pick up their form, especially when you're one of the highest paid in the club.
100%.
After Casemiro.
Yeah, honestly, I love Rashford, but one thing I need to say is his performances need to improve. He already said how excited he was to start playing, you know, with Amarim's tactics, and I wish that for him. I know he's got plenty more to show. You know, I know he's got pace. I know he's got more goals in him. So for him to maintain his place on the squad, he's definitely got to put a shift in.
And obviously, you know, there's rumours of now that, you know, the club might get rid of him and they might sell him. And for me, that would be like so painful and so upsetting. It would. Because Marcus Rashford has done so much for this club. He played a full season with a broken back, and 100%. You know there has been times where he has carried us.
But he saved us so much.
But there's got to come a point now where he's going to realise that he's the last one left out of that bunch, like Pogba, Lingard, Greenwood, Sancho. You know, he's the last one left out of that bunch, and yes, it might be difficult for him when you've had so many different managers, but now's going to be your chance to kind of, you know, pick up from where you left off in that season where you scored 30 goals and be like, do you know what? I am the Manchester United player that everybody expects me to be.
You got to make your mark. I mean, look, he's still young, but people are also saying now that we can't treat him how we treated him back.
And I'd honestly don't think that the new owners will, because they're gonna be so impatient to try and win trophies. I don't think they're gonna be waiting for anyone.
Oh, 100%.
But yeah, that's all I really want to say on that. Obviously, I think, you know, with Garnacho and Rashford, Garnacho's obviously learning from these older players, so he's gonna man up a little bit himself and realise that he's playing for a big team in Man United.
Yeah, he still needs that experience.
Obviously, he's young as well, so you can kind of think, okay, he's still quite young. He's got a lot to learn, and if he is leaking the team news, then there's only going to be one outcome if he keeps doing it. He's not going to be playing. And obviously with these players that are now stepping up and coming in form, like Amad, it's only going to be harder for these players like Rashford and Garnacho to get back into the team.
100%. You got to set yourself up so that you're able to. Honestly, otherwise, you either play or then you get left out. Everyone's fighting for a spot on that team.
And you know what? I want to finish on a funny note, on a high note. I don't know if you guys know this, but have a look on screen right now. When Amad scored that goal with a beautiful finish,
oh my days.
You know, flicked it beyond Edison and, you know, put it in the net. I was in Dublin Airport and I was going crazy.
The acrobatics is insane.
Just going crazy. I was like, this is mad. But for you guys that don't know, there was 115 seconds between our first goal and our second goal. So the footballing gods were definitely watching and was like, nah, we ain't going to let this happen. And you know what? I hope those 115 charges come home to roost.
100%. Let's get those charges in, guys. Let's get those charges in.
And then just something else that I want to touch on. Look at Pep's face. Don't you just love it?
The handshake, he's surprised. He's like,
I know he doesn't even want to shake our man's hand at this point. That was the Manchester Derby review, guys. And if you like what you're watching, don't forget to hit that like, share, and subscribe button. And leave your comments down below. And we'll catch you on the next one. See you later, guys.